Welcome back, folks. Warner Brothers Discovery and Paramount Global could potentially combine to become one entertainment and media giant. A new report from Axios revealing the heads of both companies met yesterday to talk about a possible merger. Here to talk about what this means and why this matters is national correspondent James Packard. He joins us live from Los Angeles. JP, what all do we know about this deal so far?
Yeah, CB, this would be a massive, massive media conglomerate. We're talking about two of the nation's already gigantic conglomerates coming together as one. We know that David Zaslav, the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, and Bob Bakish, the CEO of Paramount Global, had lunch yesterday in Manhattan near their headquarters to talk about many things, one of which reportedly was the prospect of a potential merger between the two companies and what that would look like. Of course, there are egos involved here, so which company would absorb the other is potentially still in question. And of course, a lot of the details of this would potentially be left to federal regulators, who may, of course, put up a fight to stop it. There are some serious business advantages here for each company. Warner Brothers Discovery has its Max streaming service. Paramount Global has Paramount Plus, both of which have been heavy investments from both companies that have struggled to find the kind of business footing that their pay TV models of decades past have done so well in. The reality is that both of those streaming services would have a hard time surviving for much longer if they didn't have some kind of merger. Putting the libraries of both of those companies into one potential streaming service would be an advantage to both of them. Also, keep in mind that there are all kinds of television and film assets that both of these companies have. You know, here in Hollywood, Warner Brothers Studios is one of the bastions of film and television production. Paramount is another one of those bastions. For both of them to be operated under one company would be quite a shift in how business is done in Hollywood, CB, but it is a real possibility tonight.
Two major companies, a lot of assets between them. One of the things that I was reading about that you've mentioned here is the likelihood a merger like this actually goes through. The last little bit of time we have left, what is that likelihood, JP?
Yeah, it's tough. Of course, it's an uphill battle these days for any of these major mergers, and Warner Brothers Discovery just went through this, of course, with the merger of Warner Brothers and Discovery. That was a contentious battle that they went through. The advantage here for the company is that they don't own a broadcast network. CBS is owned by Paramount Global, and in fact, Comcast had been one of the companies that was potentially in the running talking about a potential deal with Paramount. That would be a much tougher combination because Comcast owns NBC. Combining two companies that each own a broadcast network is a virtual impossibility, but because Warner Brothers Discovery doesn't own a traditional broadcast TV network, it owns many cable channels, but it doesn't own a broadcast network, that could potentially give it a leg up in that fight, CB.